Good morning.
Good morning.
Good afternoon. Caught me in the middle of my bite. Well, welcome. Happy Sundays, 11:11 on the couch. And you can see here we have Sonia on the couch with us today. Hey. Where have you been, Sonia?
Yeah, life, right? Life got crazy. Just had a lot going on. So unfortunately, I was unable to be on here, but I miss you all. And I told Debbie on every full blue moon or occasion or whatever, I can pop in for a visit. So yeah. Hi, everyone. Big hugs.
So we are hugging you right back and super happy you're here with us today. And Kevin, how are you? This happy gay Sunday?
Happy Gay Sunday. Yeah,
Sunday.
Happy Gay Day every day. But yeah.
We were just showing each other's colors on behind the scenes.
I'll do it.
Okay. All right.
If I fall.
Yeah. We got legs.
Sorry, not sorry is what it says.
Sorry, not sorry. Yeah.
It's awesome.
So good.
So welcome. And we do see that you're in a new room, but it's beautiful.
Company's coming for the holidays. So I had to, we're in the midst of doing some buildings on our property. We live on acreage. And so it's getting so close to being finished. So I'll have my own beautiful little studio. And so I'll vacate the house. And anyways, all that to say, 'tis the season.
I am so excited for you to get into there and just
yeah, it's good. I've been dreaming of that for a while, like for several years, and I even see it being in connection. I've always felt like I would be a part of or be the one to create a wellness center. And so, and I've got such wonderful friends and people in my life that are of that kind of same vision. And so this feels like a branch of that. And in it already, we have events starting to happen in March that will be using the space that I'm building. So in it already, I just love it how things are unfolding. It's so good.
Yay.
That's exciting.
That's incredible. Yeah.
Oh.
Thunder.
You good? Caffeine. The caffeine got me already.
Are you okay?
My little elves here moving.
Totally.
Take it easy over there. Okay.
Everything good, Lise?
I'm doing all right. Doing well, hanging in there, you know. I don't have much to share. I went live yesterday. That was fun. That's always fun.
Check out the live yesterday.
And I'm going to go live later, so we'll do it again.
Nice.
I'm all about it. And happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
All right. Santa came already with the present there.
Yeah, the elves have been working hard over here.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to find a home for that. So
if anybody wants that, all you have to do is pay for shipping. She'll send it over. You never know what
there you go.
Inside.
Oh.
Shipping's only probably about $300, but that's okay. Loading it up, sending it. That's right. Loading it up, sending it on a sleigh near you. For sure. Yep.
All right. So as it works for Sundays, you just go ahead and pop questions in. We're going to popcorn through those questions. It doesn't go in a row. I just kind of go popcorn through them. We will star them, but it's nice to have them all. Current topics, personal, spiritual, anything that you'd like to okay. And anything you want us to read on, pop that in there. And then we're going to do the prayers at the end. So don't put any prayer requests in yet, because that it tends to wreak havoc at the end, where I'm trying to go through all the questions, finding these individual prayers. And I want to make sure not to miss those. So we'll do that prayer requests at the end. So that's just a little switch up for today. Happy holidays. Everybody, yes. Hugs to you, Teresa. But yeah, go ahead and throw questions in. Anything you want to do like that, and we'll dive in there. And I'll be using my new cards that Lisa Foster sent to me, and I'm so excited. It comes in this nice little velvet thing here, and they are a Lenormand Oracle deck, Christmas
cool.
deck. So
Aw,
holidays. So I'm going to be using these today. Be fun. Thank you. And as they come in, the debacle with the what are those cards that 45 made?
Oh goodness.
His little hero cards or whatever.
Yeah.
Superhero cards.
So, that's going to
Crypto
come back
cards.
to bite him.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's going to come back to bite him, I think, because he didn't have license to use a lot of those.
Yes,
pictures.
that's
Mm.
So
a lot of those images came straight from Amazon.
Yeah, and so they dropped his face in there, and so that's going to come back. So
Talk about ego.
right.
Oh.
So that's interesting. So I thought we'll start out as everybody starts throwing in these questions. Let's go ahead and look at that. How is that what's the outcome of these ridiculous cards? What's the outcome for 45 in regards to these cards?
Hi, Tutasby.
Hey, Jay.
Okay.
What's the outcome? Yeah, I think they're gonna.
Does anybody remember those Garbage Patch Kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A garbage pail or
Yeah.
Kind of in the same garbage.
Oh, all right. That's funny. Mhm. Oh. Oh boy. I feel other things are going to come out too in regards to these cards and who was purchasing, maybe. Interesting. But you can go if anybody is ready.
Let's go. So
go.
the first card I pulled is the Ace of Wands. This is this new venture that he's doing. He's working with a team, Three of Pentacles. Got the collaboration card here. But then for my outcome, I got the Nine of Wands. So an ongoing battle. This is going to be something that he probably didn't really anticipate, but it's going to be something that's going to be ongoing. It's going to be an issue. I pulled a few cards from the deck of characters too, and I got Tunnel. That he's very, it's very tunnel. Oh, you got Tunnel too. Look at that.
Oh,
I also got Jail Cell, but I think this is more of like penalties and things that are going to be coming, not necessarily jail time, but there's going to be legal issues with this. And it's going to have him singing a different tune here. I got guitar. So
singing a different tune. I love it. Yep.
But the base of the deck too, it's hilarious. I have angsty teen. So yeah, he's just all over the place. He needs to go sit down somewhere. You're done. Go sit down. Go sit down.
Go sit down.
we're tired of you.
We're tired.
Yeah.
Oh, at the base of this deck, I also have the Seven of Pentacles. So this is, an investment that's gone wrong.
Yeah, sure is.
Yeah.
Good cards.
Yeah, I do. There's been some tricky things going on. I have the fox and the crossroads here. There's some deceit behind the scenes here. He will be facing legal. Singing a different tune. I love that. You have the birds there. When you said that, I started laughing. But anyways, you have the book being thrown at him in regards to this. But I feel also we're going to see some other things with this. There's some other tricky underlining things here. And so I'm going to go there. I'm just going to go there, you guys. I'm going there. So let's, after you all go and finish this one, let's dive a little deeper and see if he's doing any laundering here. If that was the initial scheme of this. Oh, Seascape just said it out loud too.
Money laundering. Yeah.
Anyways, I'll pass it on. Well, I'm going to.
You want to go, Kevin?
Yeah.
Sure. The first card I pulled was the opportunity. So I think that's initially the energy that he thought, like, okay, let's see my face. He loves to see his face. A lot of cards came through, and it's interesting. You said the kind of legality. I got the bond card, and then the distance. I'll just do them quick. Resistance, and then this card often comes up around him is that release, and so it's like that underground what's going to emerge, and then this feels really good. The treasures hidden in the shadows, I think, is tapping into that layer of what you're talking about, Debbie, and in that so kind of his energy is loneliness, blame, discipline. It's
Did you say blame?
Yeah.
So
just yucky.
Totally yucky. Yeah. All of you pretty much said everything that I'm looking at right here. We already did the tunnel thing. So had the tunnel, and Debbie, I noticed you mentioned crossroads and stuff like that too. So that's interesting as well.
Yeah.
You all are talking about the deception, the laundering, the jail stuff. I got thief. I also got river and compass. I think this is something that's going to direct him to be sent up the river. And I also got flower. I do think that this was definitely a little grift to try to generate something new, is what I'm feeling with the flower card.
Trying to make things look sweet and smelling nice.
Make it look pretty. Yeah.
Make it look pretty. Put a nice little bow on it.
Exactly. And that's what I've got. So we're going there, Debbie? Is that what you're saying?
I'm going there. It looks like you already got it in your card. So
this is a cover up.
Yeah, I do see corruption here. Yep. I have ship and the sieve and the moon. I'm feeling very positive about this trying to figure out the money laundering thing. You have the man in here, his burden in regards to finances.
Yeah, it's interesting because it really does feel like he is so desperate for funds. All he's doing is just adding more charges onto himself. He can't stop what he's doing.
Well, I feel like he's one of those people, like he's going to throw up everything up against the wall to see what sticks, and then like, oh, I got lucky.
And
it's fascinating.
And the thing is like, so far he hasn't gotten in trouble for anything. So why not do what he's doing, right? He can do whatever he wants. He gets right away with it, right? Any of us doing any of that, we'd be in jail for 25 years.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
Yeah, I went a little deeper on that, as well as looking at if this is a cover up. And he wanted to enjoy the fruits of his labor. He thought this was going to be a new avenue for him, but things turned out a little differently here with the hangman. 6 of Swords, really on rocky water at the moment. The Six of Pentacles, this is where I feel that there's something going on both ways, an exchange of hands here with the Six of Pentacles. So, yeah, there's definitely some stuff going on. And then I have the Two of Swords as well. So again, that duality of things that are going on. And the base of the deck is the Five of Wands. Yeah. So the conflict card. There's definitely conflict.
This is interesting. I got the Great Mystery card. And in that, I think what's being put out is it's the miracle of prayer. So that feels like the energy of most people looking for justice, and what's going to unveil from the depths of it's on the radar, but yet we don't see it. Like, there's no consequences yet. And so in that, the energy starts to shift from this just feels like the tip of the iceberg, and it's like rising now. So in the many masks, he presents the authentic self. So we see him in that true authentic self, which means there will be consequences. And then these two cards are really interesting. And I was told, pull from the Native Spirit deck. And I was like, okay. And I was like, this just doesn't play into his energy. I know this deck really well, but what is interesting is the Medicine Woman and Medicine Man card and the Medicine Bag.
Oh, wow.
Is, to me, speaks to, for entertainment purposes only, his health again, and that energy of medicine. So yeah, interesting.
Wow. Yeah. Well, if this was a real deal that he was doing, don't you think he would have been like made him a little bit more professional looking? I mean, they're really cheesy, guys. Mm-hmm. It's like literally they took a stock photo from Amazon and put his face on it. I mean, they're really cheesy.
I mean, but isn't that his persona, right?
He's a big block of cheddar. So
if you really want to do the real deal, it just feels like you would do.
I know. But that just goes to show too, it's just something they just want to get out there.
Yeah,
let's buck.
Let's throw this out there and get.
He would have had to put more money into it to make them look better,
right? And they don't. Yeah.
And they know that people, the followers of him, they'll buy anything. So,
And I actually, when I first saw those cards, it reminded me of, you remember just when he was actually the president at some point, so we think. He, his followers, his people used to show up at the rallies with his face on Muscle Men and all that. I almost think he just kind of thinks that's his brand, is that that look of, you can tell his head is superimposed on. They've got him looking like Conan the Barbarian. And remember, they used to have signs like those that were out all the time and memes. And I think he likes that. He thinks
look, they can make a pile of poop with his face on it and put a hat on it, a Christmas hat, and it will sell.
Yeah, it would.
That's how I mean, I don't know. I don't get it, but it's like,
that's unfortunate. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're right.
So he can sell them anything.
All right. Let's dive into some of these other questions. Since we're on 45, might as well stay in that energy a little longer here. Seascape, hi. I keep hearing 45 will leave the country. Does he work a deal with the DOJ to leave? I just don't see him getting away. Your thoughts?
I don't know if he really can. I'm feeling like this little bit of a tug of where I think that he's thought of it, but I don't think it's something that he really wants to do. And I think a part of him feels like there's something that he can do to, I don't know. He's always thinking like he's untouchable, like nothing can touch him. And, but I'm not feeling that he will leave, but I'm going to pull some cards. Rose Blue says his passport is blocked.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be able to get on a commercial plane and just head on out. He does. I do feel he has a plan in place. I don't know if he's going to ever get to that plan, but he does have an exit plan.
I think they all do.
Yeah, I'll go first on this one because you guys touched on what I got over here. I got the Ace of Wands. I think that totally supports the idea is definitely in his head.
Mm-hmm.
And the twist that I'm getting over here is that he is, with this Five of Wands, reaching a lot of conflict because I think he has people with this Eight of Wands who are advising him to not leave. I think that goes along with there probably is an exit plan in place, and you know how he doesn't listen and he's a loose cannon. There's actually a team that's keeping him from trying to pull anything. I think somebody's preventing him from being able to, whether it's legal or just advice. I think, because, he talks too much, right? He's probably told somebody, I can totally bail, and people are telling him no. And I don't know if that's family. I don't know if that's professional or what. But I got Nine of Swords and I got Six of Swords. So this is him wanting to escape for sure. But it's, I think maybe the thought is strong, but nobody's going to let him go. No.
Well, I wonder if he may try. I mean, he does have a plan in place.
He can try.
Yeah.
He can try.
Yeah.
I pulled the imagination card, and so I think that speaks to his thoughts around it. The pendulum in that energy is a yes. So I think that it will be, well, let me just show these cards. Up until now, the waterproof card. So just being untouchable in that. And for a lot, he's very routine. And so for him to actually do something that's that, to actually flee, I do feel like it will. I do think that it could present. And in that release, again, that card came out about information that's kind of coming to the surface, and it ends with the battle card. So that would be, I feel like it's like he won't make it far. So it's like if his attempt to flee or run, crap will hit the fan. And it's like, he's not going to get as far as where he kind of is intending to go.
Mm-hmm.
So in that, he won't. But I do feel like there will be an attempt. Mm-hmm. It's quite possible.
Yeah.
Well, I have the Seven of Cups at the base of my deck, the Delusion card. Mm-hmm. So yeah, there's that energy of him thinking that he could probably get away. I don't think he will, though. I do have the Four of Swords, so just the energy of him being overwhelmed with everything that's happening. But I got the Queen of Pentacles, which is a card of responsibility, of being grounded. So with that, I feel like, there's probably the people around him are just like, yeah, you're not going anywhere. You need to sit right here. But the Four of Pentacles, he's being... he's very guarded. This is also security. So they're looking at it for security reasons and issues of why he needs to keep still. I got the Hermit. So a card of solo. I think he's just been doing a lot of thinking about what he should or shouldn't do. And then after that, I got a lot of conflict cards too. I got the Five of Cups and the Five of Swords. Just a lot of conflict and grief. The Two of Swords, a decision. So I don't think that decision has necessarily been made just yet. But then I also get the Judgment card. Mm-hmm. So around that, I feel like he needs to be where he needs to be in order to face what's coming his way. So, yeah, well, we'll see what you get, Debs.
Oh, that's funny, Rosie. Pinocchio social.
Mm.
Yes.
I can tell you, whatever he's planning, it's not going to be able to go through. I have the Crossroads. It's pretty similar to the Two Swords there, but the combination that came with it is the Chariot in reverse. So that is like, the plan is not, it's not going to, it won't work. When he might try it or whatever, but in the end, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And I also, another part of the outcome here, combination was conflicts. There was too many instability, conflicts at home. So whatever's happening here is going to block him from going. And that combination is the clover and that. So he may have seen a light and he's like going for it, but he's going to be stopped. Yeah. Anyway, so, and I also got the block. I got the mountain and the King of Pentacles. So he will be blocked. I mean, I don't know how many different ways they can tell us, but with that mountain coming in general in this reading, it kind of blocks any type of thing going on. So yeah.
Do not pass go. Do not
collect
$200.
It will be blocked.
No.
Go to jail.
And set your ass down, as Sonia said earlier.
Sit your ass down. Yeah.
It's just exhausting.
Yeah, it's too much.
Aren't these fun cards, Suzanne? Lisa Foster sent these to me for Christmas.
I love those. Those are so cool.
Cute.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's move into okay, this will be let's see. We'll go back and forth because I do see a lot of personal questions again. So we're gonna go back and forth between a personal question and then a current topic question. All right. Sweet and salty. Hi, Sweet and salty. 1111. What do you see for me in 2023? For me. What do you see for 2023 for me? When I say 2020, I always think 23 and me.
So sweet and salty, the first thing I see, it's like feels like a project or something new that you're stepping into or working on. And I do see abundance around there, but it's also a thing, what they're sharing with me is for you to not allow yourself to kind of get in your head about things and worrying about things. So just really aligning with whatever it is new that you'll be stepping into and trusting and believing in the process and everything that happens, even with the setbacks, because the setbacks can be a beautiful thing because there's a lot of lessons that are there. So allowing yourself to accept that and encourage yourself to continue going on. Like you really need to be your best cheerleader stepping into this. But I'm going to pull a couple of cards and see what I get for you.
That plays into the cards that I pulled, sweet and salty. Just around the thoughts that you are having, the energy of the angel of miracle comes in. And so in that, it's just helping you with those thoughts that are not serving you. I feel this is relationship, companion, love, partnership, however you language that, you being in leadership, further leadership around the choices. And that goes into the thoughts that you're having. And so in that, really opening up to the miracle of all that you can imagine. And so I do get a hit on the love, but in all areas of your life, just being in that real leadership role around the thoughts. Feels good. Feels good.
I got the 8 of Swords for you, as in I'm seeing this is 2022 for you. Like you're really breaking free from something. It's like going from the dark to the light. I don't know, but I got the Sun card for you too. So that got me excited about there's like this kind of transfer of energy that's going to kind of make you feel like you've got more confidence in something? There's some element of self-discovery that I'm feeling for you going into 2023. And I got the Temperance card too. So I think it is a lot about the timing. And I think it also means it's your time. I think it means that also. So it's definitely your time to shine is kind of what I'm feeling over here. So 2023 looks very positive on my end for you.
Awesome. And sweet and salty, 2023 is a year of expansion for you. And the reason being is because you are letting some things go. You've been dragging some shit behind you, and you are coming into like almost like your own in regards to something, and you are letting that go. Like you're like, okay, I don't need to carry this anymore, and I'm letting it go. And that opens up to that huge expansion. And they're not showing me what area of life it is, but I do see it at the 6 month mark, somewhere around that time of year. Something very positive is coming. Something's happening around that 6 month mark that is very positive for you, and you're ready for it because you've let go of that stuff you've been carrying around. I did draw a couple cards for you as well. I have the full card coming in here, and that is bringing in that new beginnings and taking those leaps of faith. Just really stepping into trust and trusting in, even though you're stepping away from what you know, because this is what you've known, this thing that you've been carrying, all this stuff, that's what you've known, but you're letting that go now. So you're stepping out in faith and new beginnings, and just it's very positive. I also have the field mouse coming in for you, and the field mouse is saying, believe in yourself and dare to dream big. This is your year.
I love
So
that.
blessings to you, sweet and salty.
Yeah, I just quickly want to show this. When you said expansion, I did pull a couple of cards. This is a transformation card. So leaving behind the past and moving into the present. I also pulled passion for you. And then look at this. Here's the expansion card.
Oh my gosh.
So big expansion coming for you.
Very nice.
Yeah, beautiful.
Love it.
So I just noticed your mug said nice. And my shirt says naughty is the new nice.
Well, I'm versatile.
Oh, she's versatile.
Naughty and nice.
That's hilarious.
I love it.
So Sonia, I want to just take a moment while I search for the next question. I didn't realize some folks have not met you before. Can you tell a little bit about yourself and where they can find you?
Oh, yes. Hello, for those that don't know me. I do have my own YouTube channel called Sonia Rain Lee, my name. I am, for that, I do like a coffee chat, channeling messages from spirit on Friday mornings, and looking at directing things a little bit different next year because my schedule is so crazy. So I may be doing some things that are pre-recorded so I can get it out there. But other than that, I'm also have another channel with EQ called the Soul Sisters Tarot. That's on Monday nights. The Soul Sisters. So, check us out on there. We do personal readings or mini readings, really, Monday nights, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. I am a healer. I am a reader, a coach, so a mindset coach. So yeah, come on over and visit. We'd love to see you there.
Yay.
No, thank you, everyone. Big hugs.
So funny. There's not many current topic events, you guys. There are some spiritual ones though, but if there's any more current ones, so we can go back and forth. I appreciate that because we have a wide range of audience and not everybody wants to sit through personal readings. So we like to do a mix of mix it up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Constance, good morning.
Constance.
I got a text from Constance this morning, and she gave me a cool topic to look into. I'm going to be doing my 2023 predictions or whatever this week, and so she gave me a cool topic to add to that. So yay. All right, Constance, will Congress manage to pass budget this week ahead of the new peeps coming in next month? Okay, I just heard the 11th hour on that, right? Okay, I need to turn this heater off. I just got...
And I'm going to grab my pendulum.
Whew. It was freezing when I came in. Okay. All right.
So I got a yes with the pendulum.
Okay.
My pendulum did the maybe, and then it kind of drifted into a yes, and then went back to maybe. So I don't know what that means.
That could be that 11th hour part.
The 11th hour.
Like, yeah, no, I don't know. Maybe, yeah no.
Yeah, because you know it's going to go back and forth a little bit, maybe, and then, but they're going to want to get something passed so that people are still getting their paychecks. Yeah, Rose Blue says they don't get paid either if they don't get passed. Kevin, Gina wants to know where your holiday spirit is. Bah humbug.
He has colorful socks.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's right. He has his
stand on your head, Kevin.
His sock on your head. Oh. Hi, Evelyn. We're neighbors. We're living in Colorado too. Okay. Gotta pay attention to the question.
Colorado.
All right, you guys go.
What happened to my forehead? It's aging. I don't know. Wrinkles.
What?
Demolition. What happened?
I think usually you have your hat and your hair, and who knows? I don't know what they're saying.
I don't know.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Gina suggests putting some mistletoe on your hat. And Rose Blue wants to see your sock.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
I think you should take it off and put it on your forehead.
And
Right. Wear the sock on your head.
Kevin, you are so pretty. There you go. There's the festive.
Right
It's
on.
Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I'll go first because I'm gonna stand alone in this one. I got no with the pendulum. I got no with the cards. I got within a month though, so not in this week. So the energy of just feeling this like dominance, so pressure to kind of get it done. But that it kind of comes up empty for this week. So I mean, that's just in this moment, but in the 11th hour, that could be very different. So that's what I'm getting.
Oh, this week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, will the Congress manage to pass budget this
Which
week?
is like, yeah.
I didn't know it was this week. Okay. Of course, I still got the 11th hour, so my spirit team knew what the question was.
I'll just go quickly. I got the 7 of Pentacles. And that's failure. I also got the 3 of Swords, which is sorrow here. But then I got the Hierophant, and I got the 9 of Pentacles, which is gain. So with this could coincide with my back and forth on the pendulum.
Right.
Very much so on that. And it could just be another one of those things where it's moving. It's a constant flow with this thing, right? This decision. So, I don't know. I kind of want to say 11th hour may not be too far off.
Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but it's wishy-washy over here, so I don't know. But
Yeah,
I do
my
think it's
cards are
interesting. I got those
wishy-washy.
2 negative cards first, though.
Yeah, it will pass, but I don't know if it's going to be quite ahead of time. I do know that they are going to want to get something through so people are still working and not off work and not missing their paychecks. But I have a lot of communication here. I have a lot of back and forth, but I have really good cards of, it's gonna, the man's gonna push it through. I think Biden's really wanting to push something through here. But they need to work it out. You have the book here. They need to work whatever's out in the budget things that they're trying to, because you have those folks who want to block it, right? I have the birds in the mountain. The mountain's at the end of this whole reading, which you have all this stuff happening, but then then you have the block card. So that takes us back to some of this back and forth.
Yeah. I pulled some timing cards and I got racing against time.
Yeah.
And then at the base of the deck, it said next month.
Okay.
Yeah. Not sure. I pulled some other cards too that were kind of like back and forth, not really a clear answer. But I do see things passing because I did get the death card, the beginning of a new cycle, end of one, beginning of a new. I got the Empress. The Empress. Why does that sound funny? Anyhow, this is a card of abundance. Something in my coffee. And then I got the Lovers. So, that shows that, things coming together there.
Yeah. So I do see Biden signed the stopgap. Okay. So that's what he's thinking. But they may, it's just the same freaking gameplay that the Republicans will try to block this. Just to make this administration look bad. And so they switch up the narrative and they're like, oh, look, so they can't even though it's them who's blocking it. It's the same old game card. This makes my blood boil. It's like, you know what? Government shouldn't be about game playing. It should be getting things done and helping people. It just drives me crazy.
Yeah. Somebody always has to have the upper hand.
Yeah. So it may not be, it'll be in the 11th hour. It may not be this week, but it will happen within soon. It's going to happen. Okay. Good question, Constance, but threw us all into big loops. All right. So, okay. Okay, so now we are Rhonda Roo has a question for us.
Rhonda Roo.
Hi, Rhonda Roo.
Hi, Rhonda.
Oh, wow. Hi, Rhonda.
We are thinking of relocating to Mexico. Is that a good move?
Hell yeah.
All right. Yep, next question.
And is there an extra room?
Right?
Right, Rose Blue? She's like, we'd last a week if we activated. Totally. Okay.
Now I have to ask, only if you feel like sharing, Rhonda, where in Mexico? I love Mexico.
I think Rhonda Reeve's about to have a whole lot of roommates because all of us are really interested, it looks like, in the chat.
I know everybody's like,
Mexico. Where? Which part? What?
what part of Mexico?
About Querétaro. I'm not familiar with that place. I'll have to go look that up now. I'd love to come with you. That'd be awesome.
Yay. Okay, Cosmic Toga Party says Querétaro is a great city.
All right, I'm gonna check that out.
I'm sure I'm butchering that name.
Well, Rhonda, what I'm not seeing anything necessarily negative about the move, and that feels good. But what it is your energy around about the move.
Mm-hmm.
So about you really feeling secure and confident about this move. I got the breath card. Like they're just telling you to just breathe. Don't stress so much about this. Taking the time, the solitude card, taking time for you to really connect with this, because I also have the protection card, the cave. So it's that feeling, right? Anybody, when they do something major in their life, just feeling insecure, not having that security around them, because this is a big change. I have the wind card. So it will feel kind of rocky in the beginning, but once you get settled and feel good about it, it's all about you getting grounded in this energy. So, and look at the base of the deck, I have the bravery card, the oceans. So creating that new balance for yourself as you move into this new space. But
yes, I'm nervous.
Yeah, it's about your mindset. So nervous is a good thing. You know, it just warns us, hey, we're going to be doing something different here. But once you get yourself grounded in the energy of just the possibilities, you're going to look at things in a whole different light, and it's going to feel really good. So really work on transforming that energy to align with this move and get really excited about it. So that's what I have for you.
Beautiful. Yep. I should I go next? Because I have pretty much the same thing. It'll be really quick. Pretty much the same thing as Sonia said. Just they're asking you to be discerning. You're resourceful. You got this. This is you. And I know that the fox sometimes represents trickster and like that, but in this reading, it does not, guys. It represents you are so resourceful. You're discerning. You're clever. You have all that it takes to make this happen. Around that card, you have the stars and the stork. You can't get better than that. That is like stepping into like everything that you're hoping for and wishing for, and stepping into something new that's going to bring in something very positive and new for you. And the outcome here is it looks like a yes to me. This looks like a move card. Move cards. You have the clover, which is really positive, and then the ship, which is moving and a distance. So it looks positive to me. Oh, and I got the emperor, and the emperor for you in regard is similar to again what Sonia got, but you are that emperor. You are stable. You are personally in control. So it feels like, oh my gosh, you like that stability, and you like like that kind of feel maybe. But you are filled with that strength and power within you, and that's these cards said as well. So the emperor, you're in a good place to do this move. All right, passing it on.
It doesn't matter which one.
Go ahead.
Okay. Thanks, Kev. I think that I really get the vibe, Rhonda Rue, that you're a good planner. I think you're all about it. I think you are that person. And if you are not that person, you have someone with you who can assist and fill in the gaps where you're unable to get there. I drew 2 cards for you, and I really like this one. It says, you are safe. Everything is going to be okay. And in this move, it definitely is a free will kind of a thing, but I don't think you would embark upon such a journey just, haphazardly. I totally see you just,
Right.
you are on a mission. And even though you're nervous, I think that's something that kind of inspires you to do this. It's like, you know what, I'm going to do this. I think you're really into it. And that there with the excitement, what everybody's been talking about. And I got another card for you. And it says, soon you will find what you've been missing. So it's almost like, I don't know what all of your motivation is to get to Mexico, but I think once you get there, you're going to discover something that you didn't know you were looking for.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm getting excited for you. So that's exactly what I'm getting.
I love that. Rhonda Rue. So just the courage part, it just plays into those feelings of nervousness around it and the adversity. So sometimes in that, things will be challenging, but that's a way of learning. So in that, it feels like you have been manifesting this. So it's been in, on your radar for some time. I did get a hit on another location, so another city other than the place that you did mention. But then in the energy of what Lisa was talking about, of what will be there for you, is the health card and the abundance card. So it just feels really energetically amazing. And then it couldn't be more specific. So it is really in your potential to make this move. So yeah. Feels good.
Exciting.
Yay. Wow, Rhonda Rue.
Keep us posted.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
On that.
She said her husband speaks fluent Spanish. She doesn't. So there's filling in those gaps where she can't. She's got a supplemental sidekick. So that's great.
Yeah.
What will happen with that is you'll start to understand it. When people are talking, you'll be able to understand it.
That's me. My ex-husband spoke Spanish, so I can understand mostly when he spoke, but me speak it. It's a very scary thing.
And especially it is a little difficult. Rhonda Rue, I don't know what age group you fall under, but to learn something like a new language is tough, or if you're aged up like I am. These three are all very young, but
you act like you're like all this distance.
She does that, guys. Don't pay attention to her. She pulls that crap all the time.
She's 104.
104, and so I look great.
That olive olay has really been working well on that 90-year-old lady right there.
Yeah, exactly.
That CeraVe cream is the best, All right. She's 53. Yeah. So, there are fun programs to get yourself prepared speaking.
And there's the immersion schools too. I'm not sure in that part, but I know another part of Mexico that I'm looking at. They have a huge expat community, and there's different schools that you can sign up for that are like immersion programs.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, you might want to look into that. I'm sure they do offer something like that in the town. And yeah, that's totally what I would need to do if I decide to move to Mexico.
Yeah, I think that's fabulous. That kind of would be helpful. Okay. Let's go down. What is this? All right.
Yeah, Jeanette, I heard Ecuador was a really nice place too. I have a friend that lives in Ecuador. I need to go visit.
Okay. We are looking at
Matt Gaetz.
everybody sharing their age here, you guys. I love you all.
Right. It's tough being 35.
I'm going to call you out on that one.
Well, whatever. In dog years. Right.
Woof, woof.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you, Gina. Oh, and Lisa, I've been using your cards. These are so beautiful. Okay. Sweet and salty, 65. Oh, you're just a few years older than I am. Annie says, I'm 61 and fun.
Yes,
Yay.
I love that.
Yep, Lisa Foster, I shared all about these cards. I don't think you were on yet when I did, but yeah, so I love them. Okay. So Cosmic Toga Party. Hugging you. Oh, 2000 is popping on an airplane.
Safe travels.
Safe travels, JJ.
Bye, JJ.
Hi.
Okay. Is nothing going to happen to Matt Gaetz? Isn't he the first one I saw in handcuffs, or was that someone else?
Oh.
I think way back in the day, a couple of years ago, I saw him being marched out from his seat. Of course, it's metaphor, but he was in his seat in the house, wherever he works at the Capitol there, in handcuffs. So metaphorically, I feel like there will be consequence. He will face some consequences of some sort. That I can recheck into that energy, but that's what I saw then. Yes, I still feel he's facing consequences.
Yeah. I got consequences too, even though they haven't really been fully exposed yet, because I have the High Priestess, the mystery card of the naked man, but he will be exposed. I got the Three of Swords with the rock.
The secrets are going to be exposed, yeah.
Yeah. So there's definitely some heartache. The rock. Not sure what the rock can stand for here. It could just be this solid ground that I feel like he's created or felt that he's created for himself is just not going to pay off. And then I got the World, the completion card of the circus that has taken place. And at the base of the deck, I do have the Justice card. So justice will be served.
There you go. I'm still shuffling, Lisa, if you want to go.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go. Thank you. So I use a deck of character on this. And I think a lot of what I have here is indicating his feeling about this, but there's a little more to this as well. I did get camouflage and devotee for him. I think he thinks if he's under the radar, he's good. He's that weird about it. I think that he thinks as long as he shows his loyalties and is a good boy and keeps a low profile, that he's going to that he's being overlooked, because larger issues are hitting the media, and probably, the little water cooler talk and all that stuff that's kind of pushing him to the back burner, so he thinks. But I got house under construction. I got swamp. They're gonna his information is just sitting on a desk somewhere. It's just a matter of actually them taking those steps. And it goes back to the thing that I probably say too much, that's with the domino effect and everything. It's really getting everything in order. So he's going to be gotten.
Oh,
And I also got elves too. So not only him, but others. So his connections that he's made, even connections or things he may have done since, because I think he reached a comfort zone. I think I would not be surprised if there's more coming. Like he's done some new stuff is what I'm kind of feeling. So I think that's interesting. So I will be curious to see if somewhere in the near future he hits the news again for something else is what I'm feeling.
Mm-hmm. Do you want me to go, or do you want to go?
Yeah, go. Yeah.
The pendulum, I got a yes. I got the yes card. I feel like the judgment and the guilt is coming. Those are pretty direct. And then in it, like the outcome is and no one's separate from this, is the teachability and the forgiveness. And that can just be his own guilt kind of coming and looking for forgiveness in himself. So yeah, it feels like, and interesting enough, that card number is 45.
Oh, interesting.
And interesting. And now they're being tied to that. So yeah, it's unavoidable.
Yeah.
Unavoidable.
Yeah. I do see that he will find himself bearing this. He'll be defending himself. You have the cross and the 9 of Wands there. I do see that there's a few things coming at him, but one of them is he's reaping what he's sown in regards to a woman, or women or whatever, but it has to do. It's not only shenanigans in the White House. Who knows what he's done there, but this is coming at him as well. He's reaping what he's sown with his ties with a woman or women. So they're kind of waiting here. The key is trying to get it all there, but they have what it takes. But there's a waiting. They're waiting here there's purpose in this waiting. And I think, Lisa, you tagged in on that.
Mm-hmm.
And but they are pulling things together. They are building that case, and it will present itself sooner than later. You have the writer and the 8 of Pentacles. That's literally working on that case, solid case that will be presented. And yeah. So that's what I'm seeing there.
Ooh, boy.
Okay, we are hiding that. So thank you for that question, because it's a good question. Is anything gonna happen? I love it. Yeah. Okay. Love these cards. Hi, Arlene. All right. Okay. Sandra, are you still here? Let us know you're still here. So if you put in personal questions, please hang out and let us know if you're still here. I feel like, Sandra, you're here. So happy holidays, you guys. Does Matthew have a message for me? Matthew was her, she's here. Her partner who passed. Okay. So, Sandra, right away, he's showing me decorating and like decorating a tree, or I'm not sure that he actually did these things, but he's bringing in that nostalgic feeling this time of year, and not knowing. I don't have the context of how you all did holidays together, but the nostalgic of this time of year, and you have the fire, and then a glass of wine or whatever. He's wanting to be a part of these memories still, and of course, and so. But as you step into these holidays, that grief piece can be hard. But he says kind of embrace the grief piece, but step further into the nostalgic love feeling of the holidays, and looking back over past holidays of when your daughter was young, and those shared holidays then. Christmas was a favorite time. Okay, so then what he's showing me is actual really real, the decorating and the ornaments and things that were his. And embrace the grief with the joy, and create some new memories with him this year. He's hugging you. He has that glass of whatever he has in his hand, and he wants you to step into that energy, because I can feel it. I mean, I can feel that energy.
Yeah. I could see when Debbie's talking about tree and the festivities and stuff, I'm actually seeing like there's like a flower or a plant, like a rare kind of plant or something that he's presenting. So I don't know if there's like it feels like there's a significance with that he's showing me this. So, but I did pull a few cards, and just know that he's there. He's close to you. Been in your dreams. He says we have dreams together, and don't be afraid. I feel like there's some fear around his loss and just moving forward. So that, like, I'm feeling kind of like this little bit of a stuck energy of being able to move forward. But just know that he is there. He will always point you into the right direction. And I got the expansion card for you. So it's time for you to really step in and expand, and to lose that fear, to release. I have the water card. Fluidity, the outer core, releasing the doubts, the fears, or whatever that feels like that's holding on to you. And he really wants you to step into your power. So that's that expansion and stepping into that of as you move into this new year, just letting go of the fear. So that's what's coming up strong. So blessings. That's what I have for you.
Yeah, blessings. Rondaroo, thank you. Merry Christmas.
I threw a few cards for you as well, and the feeling that I am getting is more along the lines of I feel like you're really assertive, and the loss in itself is making you feel like, do you feel like you need to stay busy? Like that kind of a vibe, like you feel like you need to. I think a lot of what he's saying is it's okay just to take a breath and step back, and before you can really move forward beyond something like that, it is important to just kind of take a moment. And I don't think that there's a time limit on that. So whatever you need to do to make that happen, do that. But at the same time, I think it's interesting. I got this. This is the Knight of Swords. And that's kind of that go-getter feel that I was getting with that. And the two cards I got, one says plan it, do it. And interestingly enough, it does have some little floral thing happening here at the top. So that's interesting. And I also got, I'm finally ready to ask for help. So I think this is a message for you. If you're somebody who is so assertive and such a go-getter and so independent that you feel like you cannot, a lot of the message is ask for that help if you need it. I think that there's no shame in that. And I think that everybody and everyone around you in your bubble is totally willing to step in and provide that help for you. And also he's there to provide that help for you. So that connection is there, and the communication is there, and ask him when you need to, is what I'm getting.
Yay. Yeah. Suzanne, thank you.
Oh, so
Really
kind.
big hug. Thank you so much.
He just keeps bringing in information, so I'll make this quick. As quick as I can. He comes in, he is acknowledging the grief part of it. So of course that goes without saying, that layer of the grief. And then just in the energy of the letting go, there's an aspect of forgiveness in that, Sondra. And so in it, I feel like he's showing you through the light. I keep seeing these flashes of light. So I don't know if you see those flashes of light, but he's doing that to acknowledge your thoughts kind of leading up to it. So when you're in the conversation and then you see the signs, that's the validation. You don't have to go kind of searching for it after the fact. So it's just the acknowledgement of the communication that you're always having with him. He brings in a playfulness. So he wants to bring in the fun and the joy and the lighthearted, especially around this time of year. He's showing me like hide and seek. So it's like, it might sound ridiculous, but it just feels like that's the energy that he wants you to be in. And that's available for you. Yeah, I don't know what this means. I don't even know where this is, but I'm seeing and hearing Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore, I don't know what that means to you. He's showing me the eagle. So something connected to the eagle, and then the significance about the month of October. And also, I have to say this as well, you would understand your grandfather in spirit. And I feel like they come in together because he stands beside your husband or your partner in that. And so he just wants to make that hello connection with you as well. So yeah, I'll leave you with that.
Oh, that's beautiful, Sondra. Blessings to you. And yeah. Love you. All right. Looks like we have time for one more question before we dive in on, and I think, JJ, she got on her plane, so I wanted to do her question. We can still do her question, and I'll just text her and say, listen to the last part. I feel like we can do that because it's an interesting question. Sure. I mean, they're all great questions, you guys. I love all the questions. Thank you for all the questions today. And so as we move through this question, you're welcome to start putting your prayer requests in. Sondra, thank you. Blessings. Look at you. Yeah, start putting your prayer requests in. We'll begin starring those, and those they'll be in order at the bottom. Yeah. So Two Toss Speaks had to jump on her plane, but I feel like we can answer. I want to know. I want to look into this. So it's a little selfish.
Spirit Watcher Suzanne made a note there. 72 minutes is when we're starting on this for her. So.
Oh, thank you. I was wondering. I knew that you were doing something with that, but I wasn't quite sure. 72 minutes. Okay. Where's my paper?
Here, I'll text it to you.
Okay.
Debbie finds the paper at 80 minutes.
78 minutes. All right. Thank you, Suzanne. All right. So, okay. So Pamela did. As we step into this question, there we go. Got it. I spiritually received 3 white and blue tablets in Sedona. They were guarded by ancient soldiers who released them in my care. Wow. Wondering what you guys pick up. Now, this is interesting. And I was going to put these on the big screen, but I didn't have time to send them. And this is how synchronicity works. Because JJ and I went to Sedona together several years ago now. Gosh, several years ago, because I still lived in California. So, but I wanted to share these pictures of we were at this spot. Where are they now? Oh, boo. Maybe not. We were at this spot, and but I'll look for these. You guys go ahead and go on the question. But it's so interesting. These pictures just came up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my time with JJ in Sedona. We were at a vortex, and I was connecting into ISIS. I didn't even know there at this time. This is years ago. I didn't really even know there was anything really ISIS or what are we talking here? I didn't even know, but I was connecting into this, and I have the pictures here, and I don't know if it's going to show well enough, or if I'm going to have to show you guys at another time. But I have a series of 3 pictures here. But you can see, I'll try to zoom in as best as I can. But you can see this white kind of swish right in front of me. And it's almost like being handed a sword of some sort. And I'm trying to remember what was going on at the time because I don't really recall. I was in a zone, if you can imagine. But I don't know if you guys can
Oh yeah, look at that.
see that white sword being handed.
Yeah, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's that one.
That is super cool.
I just think it's ironic in that that these just came up, and then she had this question. But you can see how the light, those are. It was a clear day, guys. There was no clouds.
That's pretty powerful right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then. And I tell you, I was not on the ground. I didn't feel like I was on the ground. I didn't feel like I can't even explain what was happening to me at the time. But if you can see all around me.
Yeah. That is a beautiful photo right there, Debbie.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's ironic that she brought this question in today, and these pictures just showed up on my, came into my.
Those synchronicities, can't ignore them.
Yes, it is. Tell ya. Okay. All right. 3 white and blue tablets.
Well, there's definitely a spiritual connection with the tablets and them being released in her care. And I feel like, and I'm not sure what these tablets are. What do they consist of? Do we know?
I think that, in my mind, I'm thinking spiritual tablets.
Yeah, because I feel like she's serving as like a type of guardian of these tablets, of this information that's been handed to her. And looking at your photos of what you shared as well, all these photos have light in them. So I have the chariot.
Wow.
And you just see that ray of light that's coming in, especially that one that looks almost like the sword type energy.
They're handing her the sword.
Yeah.
She's
So
all over with this, Sonia. Whoa.
Yeah. I feel like that she is, that this was supposed to be put into her care. And here I have the Hierophant, like she's the guardian of that light, the message, the information that's there. So that connection with her, with the tablets. And then I have the Empress. So again, look at this card of just abundance and look at the light all around. So this is information, whether I'm not sure if she's meant to share this just yet or the messages that are coming through, but I do feel like there's like a connection there that she may eventually be sharing some of this scripture or this information, whatever stored in these tablets.
And I'm going to just pop in there on that, especially with that Empress card backing me up. I was hearing clearly it's new medicine. Or like they've been holding back on this, but it's time for it to come in now. And here's and you have the blue and the white. I do feel significance there, blue and then the white. But I do feel it has to do with new medicine and timing. Okay, go ahead, you guys.
No, that's it for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got, let's save these last two for last, but I got the Two of Pentacles. I got the Queen of Pentacles. So there is something about the balance, and the Pentacles can be medical. It could be something like that, but it's definitely something about, I'm seeing that it really has a lot to do with ancestry as well. There's something about ancestry and finding that balance and really nurturing, and it's like it's in your hands now, and what are you going to do with it? And this could be with the release of something, but I think maybe she's going to start getting messages regarding this if she isn't already, because I got the Nine of Pentacles, and this made me feel like it's got a little owl at the top here. It makes me feel like there's going to be more kind of low-hanging fruit being sent her way in regards to these tablets. So something's going to be coming in, and that message is going to be coming in for her to give her more clarity on what it is. And so there's more pending. It's like, stay tuned, right? And then I got cards also that kind of had a little bit of a light thing going on. I did get the Sun. I got the World. Both of these cards.
Whoa.
You got that light coming in. If we want to go with the blue and white, those, we do kind of have that happening too. But I thought that was really interesting.
And you know what I noticed too? The owl that was on the ornament or the fruit that she's grabbing, that wisdom that handed down, that wisdom that's coming through the messages.
Yeah.
I can see you on the sacred mountain, and in that place, they were handing you another compartment or revealing another compartment in your medicine bag. And in it, it was like, as I looked closer at the medallions, it was like I could see the script on them, and each of them were a book ranging from the 6th to the 12th dimension. And in it, they were activating further your throat chakra in the blue, and it was layers of the light. And in it, it's the layers to your healing language. It was a duality, that it was a gain for you, but it was also an opportunity for you to release. So there was a willing release that happened. They will show you this through a mark on your body to reveal yet that it's another layer in your trust, JJ. And in it, they were activating more of your mediumship. So your ability to communicate with loved ones that have passed, and that your words will further heal people. So all of that, it feels so good. What a
medicine. Grab onto it. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
At the base of my deck, the Nine of Wands, like she's the light keeper, the guardian.
Oh my gosh. I am just the chilies all over on this.
It's like the journey's just starting.
Whole time. All of y'all. That is incredible, Kevin, too. The light language healing, the opening into oh gosh, yeah, 100%. They're encouraging you to go ahead and let it break through there. Let it break. You are fully protected. This is the direction. I like that you get the eye here, because she does that eye thing, that yes and no eye.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yes.
I love that coming in for you, JJ, there. You are part of the collective, and I call this Honshe Shoshenen, and that's the connection. You can go. I see it. I visualize it as as far as that way, it's all, there's no beginning or there's no space or time or distance between anything, whether it's your past lives, your current life, and then all the connection. There's just no there's no
Infinite. Yes.
it's
Spirit
infinite.
watchers.
That's
Yeah.
it. Thank you. It's infinite, going both ways and all connections and so forth. And so remember that. And water has memory. You're going, these tablets will help you remember you and what you, it'll help you remember all of this. I also got that it takes a curse to break a curse and Sky Daddy. So get at it. Get at it. And and I'm not using curse in a bad sense here. It's more like bringing healing with magic, or that type of thing. And again, metaphor, but yeah, and that connection to Sky Daddy there. So this reminds me a little bit of that connection to the other side coming in there too. But anyways, wow.
Do we know if she has a daughter?
She does. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about that? She has a daughter, and she also has
She has two sons.
then one who is a they them now.
Okay. So there's something in that continuation, the change. It was like above and below. And pause there. Okay, I'll pause there. Yeah. I'll pause there.
Beautiful. Okay.
Hugging you, JJ.
Yes.
Powerful energy.
Powerful. Oh my gosh. I still can't get over those pictures popped in my thing. Anyway, all right. Hugging you, Tuta, and yeah, I'll text you and let you know the time. All right. So Chris says she needs to come to the northern British Columbia and experience the aurora borealis.
Ooh, yes.
Ooh, that just came to you. Oh yeah, she would totally do that. Healing across space and time in this moment. Yeah. I just, when I get into that energy, there's no space or time or distance between anything. So that's how I always see it. All right. To the prayers. We're going to jump over to the couch, hang out, and step into some of these prayers. So I'm going to go down. Okay, so Tarot Love Community, Renee, prayer requests, ongoing prayers for calm and confidence that Spirit will provide and show me the way to avoid panic, to be open to receive abundance. Yes. Stepping into that great space with that. Tal Ofek, traveling to Mexico on the 24th. We will be praying for you with that. Okay, so these are more questions, but we're going to pray for you, Lisa, and as Ezra has transitioned, put you in the prayers there. Okay, so I have to look more closely. Any more prayers coming in, Lisa?
Yeah, I just started Jamie Johnson at the bottom. It's right at the bottom there. Now you can kind of, they're starting to put them in because we kind of told everybody to kind of hold off. So
I also want to put in a prayer for those that are suffering in silence.
Yes.
A lot of people heard about the news of Twitch and whether it was suicide or not, I've got my own theories on that. But in any event, it's just, we just never know with people, especially around the holidays. So just check in with your peoples. Just check in with people, make sure that they're okay, even those, especially those that show the strong face. Because when you are going through depression, I've been through it a good portion of my life. I know how to put on the face So it's important just to check in on people, make sure that they're doing okay. So yeah.
That's a beautiful point.
Yeah, and please reach out to help. I know so many people, a lot of people have pride or embarrassment or guilt, with all of that, and just learning to let all that go. And
I think that isn't the number 866 or
988.
988.
988 is the suicide prevention hotline.
988. If someone could post that in the chat, that'd be awesome. 988. Call for help. Okay. And for those who have lost children, holidays are extra. Anybody who's lost anybody is hard during the holidays, but especially, let's just give it a special prayer out to those who've lost children. Okay, Kelly, prayers for my man. He's going through some things, but doesn't want to really talk about them. Got it. Prayers for my daughter who's having a tough time. Okay, Jamie. Prayers that our country gets strict gun control. Yes, let's do that.
Amen.
Okay, Suzanne, joy and happiness for all. Yes, gratefulness. Step into that. Prayer for difficult time in my family. Okay, Susan. Thank you. Terry, thank you so much. Hugging you, Terry. Love you. 988 suicide hotline. Praying for peace. And another good thing that just my spirit team just said very loudly, and I can't move on from this real quick. Put this on a sticky note or something and put it on your fridge, because you never know who might come into your home or who might be suffering in silence in your own home. Because again, like Sonia said, people put on good faces. Just put it up. You just never know. Praying for peace and harmony. You are never alone. Amen. Prayers for my sister Shirley, my sister-in-law Marlene, and me. Okay, Linda. Prayers for Jeremy Copel, suffering from stage 4 bladder cancer. Okay. He's only 42. Okay. All right, Charlene.
I also want to add Twitch's family to that list, because I can't even imagine those poor little babies.
No.
It's just so sad. The family is just horrible time. Any time's a horrible time, but especially around the holidays.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Prayers for Mother Earth. Yes. Starts with her, doesn't it? Prayers to be led to helpful healers. Okay, Core. Absolutely opening those doors for you. Prayers for the protesters in Iran, putting it all on the line. Amen, Beck. A lot of people will never call suicide because, please. Yeah. So, yeah, you're right. They won't. But it is anonymous, so it does help.
Yeah.
Please pay attention. Again, you can pay attention, and sometimes they're not going to show you. They just won't. Okay. Hugging you too, Connie. Okay.
Quickly, I wanted to there's also an app that I'm trying to find it now for anyone.
If you're in Canada, here's a hotline for you. Write it down, put it on there.
Oh, darn, I'm not finding it. There is an app you can always check too. Here it is. This one is called You Pray. And it went up in my cloud, but it's the letter U and then pray. And they have a prayer hotline that you can call in the moment. This is what it looks like.
Oh, cool.
And you can enter a prayer request, or you can speak to a live person. to have someone, just pray quickly for you. So,
oh my goodness, that is fabulous.
yeah. So if you feel the need that you just want to just quickly have someone pray, with you, it's very quick. They don't keep you on the line. It's not a counseling line or anything like that. But if you're just looking for a quick prayer in the moment, I've done it many times when I was going through a really tough time with things. I will just quickly give them a call and somebody will sit and pray with me for a second. It's a beautiful app to have, or you can type it in. You don't have to talk to anyone. So just wanted to put that resource out there as well.
That is fantastic. Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so prayers for family of Todd, who passed but made it home to be with dog and whole family for 10 minutes first. Wow, Denise. Okay.
It's non-denominational too, just to throw that out there.
Prayers for my sister who is in constant pain. Okay, Lisa. Karen's Joe. Yes, thank you, Melissa. Constant prayers for my nephew and for my physical healing. And then we have, here's the You Pray prayer hotline. There you go.
And also for Third Eye, Kirsten Champagne, and I think Maya's still recovering as well. Right?
Maya and Third Eye. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. All right. So, once we start stepping into the prayers, I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely feel the energy of them and the need. And so I want to, I think I will say this one again. I feel like I said this at the beginning, but
yeah.
Okay. I thought so. Okay. So for all the unspoken prayers as well, and those who come later and watch this on the replay, your prayers that you put in will be part of this. Everything's connected. And so Pamela is asking for prayers for her hubby. I need to star this. All right. So let's go ahead and let's and Tracy's lighting her candle. Thank you, Tracy. Okay, so let's go ahead and step in and take a couple breaths as we move into with the energy of all the prayers that just came through and all the unspoken prayers, and we're just moving in with it. And so we're linking in. For those of you who are new, we link arms together. And if you want, you can just close your eyes and look around. You can really see everybody there with you, linking in. You can take a moment to smile and connect spirit to spirit in the space of love and light. And as you can see, source light is in the middle of us, in the middle of this circle, filled with source light. I always visualize the source light coming from as far up as you can see, going down into the earth as far as possible, bringing that healing, first of all, to Mother Earth and all the prayers. So as we're in this space, we can all move kind of forward, putting all the prayers into source light. And again, it's all the prayers turning into different musical notes. And you can see as they hit source's light, they turn into a musical note and they start to swirl around, swirling and swirling, creating their own song. And then being released into the universe as a new song. Acknowledging that those prayers have been not only heard, but felt and addressed. Have faith. Trust. So we're linking back in. And as we link back in, I'm noticing that light beings are showing up in front of each of us. There's light beings showing up in front of each of us. Go ahead and just kind of lift your head to them as they touch you on your forehead, bringing you everything that you need in this moment, what you've been asking for, what you've been hoping, releasing any challenging energy that is blocking you. They're there to release that and bring you hope and love and light. Okay, so linking back in. Stepping into that light of gratefulness, acknowledging that we all are whole, we all are healed, and we all are loved. And so it is.
Aho.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. So blessings, you all. On the Couch won't be on next Sunday, but we will be on our own perspective channels doing stuff throughout the week and so forth. And I always have a hard time talking.
That's a lot of energy flow.
Yeah, a lot of energy. So, but we love you. We are grateful for you. You are special. And I am honored to know you all and to be a part of your life. So blessings to you as we move into this next week. Please reach out as you need to the community and know that you are loved.
Mm-hmm. You are worthy and valuable.
Whoa.
Wow.
I'm like having a moment. I'm not
That feedback is like, energy. How beautiful. That was confirmation, everybody.
Yeah, right. But thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Lisa, Sonia.
Thank you.
Just an honor to hang with you guys on the couch today.
Likewise.
All right, everyone. We'll see you all next time. Love and light. And thank you to all the moderators and everything. All y'all. You know I love you.